Hello, I'm UCHIDA, Hiroyuki, Consul General of Japan in Strasbourg. I took this position at the end of October 2022, so now I have been here a little over 1 year. In fact, this is my second stay in Strasbourg, since I studied here for 1 year 30 years ago. Compared to 30 years ago, the cultural atmosphere unique to this region remains the same. Nevertheless, in some cities, such as Strasbourg, tramways and bicycle lanes have been introduced and well developed. By doing so, the city centers are now beautiful and conveniently maintained by giving people more spaces to move around more freely. At the same time, from spring to summer, storks, in Japanese, konotori, can be seen everywhere in Alsace. Outside the city, you can feel the richness and beauty of this region's nature. In terms of access to this region, high-speed trains, TGV, have been well developed. Beforehand, it took about 5 hours from Paris to Strasbourg, but now two cities are connected in 1 hour and 50 minutes. From Frankfurt, it takes about 2 hours and 30 minutes by car or bus or train. Since my arrival, I have visited Nancy, Metz, Colmar, Mulhouse, and other parts of eastern France. Each place has its own charms, and I was grateful for the warm welcome shown by local people. I also felt a stronger interest in Japan than ever before. I found that in this region, not only traditional Japanese culture and martial arts such as judo and karate, but also Japanese food and pop culture such as manga and anime have been also well integrated in their daily lives. I was also surprised to hear that in the University of Strasbourg, there are around 500 students learning Japanese. I was also very glad to know that many of the people I met have already visited Japan, or even if they have not yet, they definitely like to visit Japan. In addition, various Japanese companies are active in this wonderful and attractive region for already a long time. Through my visit to various places in eastern France, I felt the accumulation of Franco-Japan mutual exchanges in a wide range of fields and the possibility of its further development. Eastern France and Japan have been forging strong mutual links over the time. In fact, this year we are celebrating 160th anniversary of Alsace-Japan relationship. In 1863, a merchant from Osaka placed an order with a textile factory in Mulhouse to produce fabrics with Japanese patterns, marking the first encounter between Alsace and Japan. A little later, since around 1880s, young Japanese promising students entrusted with the task of building the nation began to study in Strasbourg and Nancy. As time passed, and in 1980s, Japanese companies got interested in eastern France as a production base on the European continent, and came to this region one after another, mainly around Colmar City. As a result, the number of Japanese business persons and their families increased gradually together with the Japanese students and the tourists. To support this trend, at the same time to strengthen its relationship with the European institutions based in Strasbourg, such as the Council of Europe and the European Parliament, the government of Japan decided to establish a Consul General in Strasbourg in 1992. In addition, the Japanese Society for the Promotion of Science, JSPS, established its office in Strasbourg in 2001 to promote academic exchanges. The Maison Universitaire France-Japon was also established in 2001 within the University of Strasbourg to promote cooperation and exchanges between Japanese universities and French universities. Actually, the University of Strasbourg has 31 cooperative arrangements with Japanese universities and institutions. Local government exchanges are also active. For example, Alsace and Gifu Prefecture, Strasbourg and Kagoshima, Colmar and Takayama, Nancy and Kanazawa are respectively linked by partnership, and they are deepening their mutual exchanges. Currently, economic relations between Eastern France and Japan are undergoing new developments. More and more Japanese companies are showing interest in the advanced nature of the local companies in the medical and the chemical field. And the Japanese startups with advanced technologies are coming into this region. Now, the number of the Japanese companies in this region has amounted to over 40. I myself have visited several Japanese companies to exchange views and see their production sites. They are feeling that their business are going very well in this region, and at the same time, the Japanese staff working there are enjoying their lives. From a business point of view, I think that this region has three major attractive points for the Japanese companies. The first point is its location. Eastern France is located in the center of Europe and has good access to the countries next to France, namely Switzerland, Germany, Luxembourg, and Belgium, giving it an advantage in terms of transportation. The second point is advanced technologies. The University of Strasbourg is a world leader in the field of medicine and chemistry, and we can expect further innovation from the presence of startups from Japan. The third point is its people. People in this region are kind and hardworking. Japanese companies are very pleased with their diligence. The fact that local people are compatible with the Japanese in terms of human temperament is definitely an advantage of the Japanese companies considering investment in this region. When I visited those Japanese companies' factories, I felt that they have been completely integrated in their local communities and contributing a lot to their local economies after around 30 years operations. The Consulate General of Japan considered support for Japanese companies to be one of the most important duties and assigned a staff for the task. In addition, in this region, several local organizations are actively working to attract and support Japanese companies. One of these organizations is the European Center for Japanese Studies in Alsace called CEJA. Consul General of Japan and the CEJA have been holding together annual meeting of Japanese companies to discuss the challenges faced by Japanese companies in this region in order to improve its business and investment environments. Furthermore, in order to strengthen the linkage between Paris and this region, this year was the first time the Chamber of Japanese Commerce and Industry in France, the Embassy of Japan, and the Paris Office of Japan External Trade Organization JETRO also took part in this annual meeting. In the end, I'm looking forward to seeing a further expansion of the Japanese companies in Eastern France. To that end, and first of all, I would like all of you to visit this wonderful region for your company's future. Thank you.